ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारम् प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधितमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। नत्वा श्रीभारती तीर्थविद्यारण्यमुनीश्वरौ
नत्वा श्रीभारती तीर्थ विद्यारण्यमुनीश्वरौ
अधीमहे पञ्चदशीं कैवल्यपदसिद्धये।
अधीमहे पञ्चदशीं कैवल्यपदसिद्धये।
पंचमहाभूत विवेक प्रकरणम श्लोक नंबर 102। द्वैतावज्ञा सुस्थिता चेदद्वैते धीस्थिरा भवेत्।
द्वैतावज्ञा सुस्थिता चेदद्वैते स्थिरा भवेत्।
स्थैर्ये तस्याः पुमानेश जीवन्मुक्त इतीर्यते।
स्थैर्ये तस्यापमानेश जीवन्मुक्त इति ह्रियते।
द्वैतावज्ञा सुस्थिता चेदद्वैते, I think I read दद्वैते, दद्वैते चेत अद्वैते, एषा ब्राह्मी स्थितिः पार्थ नैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यति।
एषा ब्राह्मीस्थितिः पार्थ नैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यते।
स्थित्वा स्यामन्तकालेऽपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणमृच्छति।
स्थित्वास्यामन्तकालेऽपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणमृच्छते।
सदद्वैते नृतद्वैते यदन्योन्यैकवीक्षणम्।
तदद्वैते नृतद्वैते यदन्योन्यैक्यवीक्षणम्।
तस्यान्तकालस्तद्भेद तद्भेदबुद्धिरेव न चेत्थरः।
तस्यान्तकालस्तद्भेदर्बुद्धिरेव न चेतरः।
To this we have seen Dvaita avajna sustita che Dvaita buddhi Dvaita avajna Dvaita jnanam Dvaita jnanasya avajna anadaraha sushtu yada buddhau sushtu stita bhavati advaita advaitasya brahmanaha साक्षात्कारः यदा भवति द्वैतस्य अवज्ञा सुस्थिता सम्यक् स्थिता भवति बुद्धौ अद्वैतस्य अद्वैत बुद्धिः यदा स्थिरा भवति सा स्थितिः एव स्थितप्रज्ञा अवस्था तत् निष्ठा अद्वैत ब्रह्मणः साक्षात्कारः यदा भवति स्थैर्ये स्थिरायां सत्याम् इति तर्हि तस्याः अद्वैतबुद्धेः पुरुषः एषः पुरुषः जीवन्मुक्तः इति ईर्यते इति कथ्यते ईर्यते. And we have seen when the Advaita Jnanam is, when Advaita Buddhi, Advaita Jnanam is sthira, Dvaita Buddhehe, Dvaita Abhimanaha, Dvaita Abhimanasya Hanihi, Advaitasya, Advaitasya, Anavajna, Dvaitasya Avajna. Avajna is anadaraha. Dvaitasya Avajna, Advaitasya Anavajna. So when Advaita is strongly entrenched in the mind of the person, it means the person gains Nishtha in Nitram Sthitihi, that Advaita Brahma Heva Satyam, Tad Brahma Agamasmi iti, Jnanat, Tat Kshanam Eva Muktaha Bhavati. He doesn't have to wait. Knowledge makes him free. That moment he becomes free. Why? Because Sharirado Abhimana Ragitaha San, Agamatma Brahma iti, Jnanena, Jananyeva Muktaha Jivaneva Jananyeva Muktaha Bhavati iti ईर्यते कथ्यते. अस्मिन् श्लोके विद्यारण्य मुनिना भगवद् गीता श्लोकः उदाहरणरूपेण दत्तः अस्ति. एषा भ्रामी स्थितिः पार्थ, एषा भ्रामी स्थितिः अवस्था, एषा स्थितिः भ्रामी स्थितिः प्राप्य न विमुह्यति. Having attained this Brahmi sthitihi, Brahma avastha, Brahmi sthitihi, sthita prajna, Brahmi sthitihi. Prapya, na vimugyati. Brahmanaha yam Brahmi, aham Brahma Atma iti jnanam, jnana avastha, nishta, yada prapnoti, prapya, na kadapi vimugyati, punaha vimohanam na bhavati. Etad jnanam antakale api, antakale ityukte maranakala. That is the meaning taken for this shloka by Acharya, was commented on this shloka in the Gita. Antakale api, kasyam avasthayam, balya vayasi va, vyastashrame va, vanapraste va, अथवा सन्यासी भूत्वा, अंतकाले अपि वा, कदापि भवतु, यदा ज्ञानं प्राप्नोति तदा एव, यदा ब्रह्मणि निष्ठां प्राप्नोति तदा एव विमुक्तः भवति, ब्रह्म निर्वाणं गच्छति इति. Now this antakala is, we saw Vidyaranya Muni beautifully explains the meaning of the word antakala in two ways. One is prasiddhyartha, other one is Vidyaranya Muni's explanation. Sat advaite sat, sat advaite advaita sat, andratam advaitam, advaitam brahma satyam, dvaitam andratam asat, mithya. Iti sadadvaite andratadvaite, it anyonya aikya vikshanam tasya antakalaha. Advaitam, which is advaitam satyam, andratam is mithya, tayoho kayoho satyandritayoho aikyam, satyam and andratam, satyandritayoho mituni as Bhashyakara says in the Adhyasa Bhashya. That is the Adhyasa. Ajnanat Adhyasaha. That is the cause for samsara. Ajnanam, therefore that is Adhyasa. Atasmin tad buddhihi. Brahmani, Advaita Brahmani, Dvaita buddhihi. Mityabhuta Jagati, Satya buddhihi. Satyandritayoho mituni karanam. That is because of Ajnanam. Then there's Anyonya Aikya Vikshanam. Anyonya Aikyam, Anyonya Adhyasaha. The one who is able to see them clearly. Satyandritayoho Vedajnanam. Vedajnanam Yada bhavati Sakala. Yada bhavati Tatkalaha eva Antakalaha. One who is able to distinguish clearly Satyam and Andratam, Mithya. Satyandritayoho Vedajnanam. When Satyam is understood as Satyam and Andratam is Mithya is understood as Mithya, that distinct knowledge when it happens, that Kala is Antakala. Antakala for what? Antakala for Ajnanam. Ajnana Ashaha Bhavati. So Yada Vedajnanam, Vedajnanasya Utpatti Bhavati. Saha Kala Eva Antakalaha. So Vedajnanam, that is what here the Acharya says. Antakalaha iti. Vedajnanam. Purvam Ajnana Avasthayam Abedajnanam. Jnanam, Jnanavasthayam, Jnanam Labdva, Jnani Bhutva, Vedajnanam. This Avedajnanam, Vedajnanam should be understood very clearly. Abheda Jnanam we use with regard to Jnani, that is Jivatma and Paramatma. Jivatma Paramatmanoho Aikyam Surupataha Aikyam Surupa Drishtya Aikyam Ekatvam. That is Abheda Jnanam. Jivatma is not different from Paramatma. Aham Atma Brahma. This is Abheda Jnanam. Advaita Jnanam, Abheda Jnanam. Tena Jivaha Muktaha Bhavati. This is Abheda Jnanam with regard to Jnani. One who is not able to appreciate or understand, appreciate the fact Jivatma is Paramatma. Who is sees Jivatma as Jivatma, Paramatma is distinct from Jivatma, Vedajnanam is Ajnani. Vedajnanam. But here what we say is, we say Abhedajnanam, the word we use with regard to Ajnani, who is not able to distinctly appreciate Satyam and Mithya. Both are mixed up. There is Anyonya Adhyasa. Both are mixed up. Therefore, there is no Bedajnanam, Abedajnanam. Ajnani has Abedajnanam with regard to Satyam and Mithya. When he is able to distinctly understand them as different, that is Bedajnanam. Bedajnanasya utpattihi yada bhavati Satyanritayoho Aikyam praptayoho Satyanritayoho Bedajnanam Vedajnana utpanna kalaha saha kalaha anta kalaha. Iti Vidyaranya Muni says. Satyam and Anrutam, when both are mixed up, there is no differentiating on the part of the Ajnani. That is Ajnana Avastha. Now, the same Ajnani becomes a Jnani. Then he is able to see them. Satyam is Sat, Brahma, Mithya, Jagat is Mithya. Appreciate the Satyam Mithya difference. That is Jnanam, Veda Jnanam, that is Jnanavastha. So, Yada Satyanrutayoho Veda Jnanam, Pratyajnanam, Ajnanena Aikyam Praptayoho Satyanrutayoho Veda Jnanam, Yada, Yada, that Ajnanasya Utpattihi Bhavati Sahakalaha. That Kala is Antakala. That Kala, that moment, this Abheda Jnanam, the mixing up of both Satya and Mritya is destroyed. And he is able to see Satyam as Satyam and Jagat as Mithya. Satyam, Sat Brahma as Satyam, Jagat as Mithya. The words being same with reference to whom we use, then accordingly we have to understand. Many times we say Aveda Jnanat Muktihi. Aveda Jnana, there it is Advaita Jnanat Muktihi. And Ajnani also has got Abheda Jnanam. He doesn't get Muktihi. There Abheda Jnanam is different. Yes, Abheda Jnanam with regard to Satyam and Anrutam. Therefore, he is Ajnani. Jnani has Abheda Jnanam with regard to Jivatma and Paramatma. Jivatma is Paramatma. There is no difference. That Jnanam, Abheda Jnanam. That Jnanam gives rise to Mukti, Moksha. Whereas Jnani is Abheda Jnanam with regard to Satya and Anruta will make him continue in samsara. So, therefore, here Antakala is Veda Jnanam, Satyanrutayoho, Veda Jnanam. That is, that Buddhi, that Ajnanam is destroyed at the time of knowledge. Knowledge which makes the person see Brahma as Satyam and Jagat as Mithya. That Kala, that time, that is called Antakalaha. Iti Dhyaranyamani gives a unique meaning. This meaning is not given by any other Acharya in the tradition. So this Veda Jnanam, Veda Buddhihi. The Veda Buddhihi, Anyonya Vikshanam, that Sadhyasa, it destroys. That Kala is Antakala. That Kala is Antakala. The Veda Buddhi destroys Anyonya Aikya Vikshanam. It destroys Adhyasa. Adhyasa. It destroys Adhyasa. Nacha Itaraha. Nacha Itaraha. Na Anyaha iti. So that is the meaning is taken here. Then, or we can take the meaning of the word Antakala. That is Loka Prasiddhiharta. That is given in the next shloka. Let us read. Start from 105, shloka number 105. Yadvantakalah pranasya viyogostu prasiddhitah.
यद्वान्तकालप्राणस्य
यद्वान्तकालप्राणस्य
वियोगस्तु
वियोगोऽस्तु
प्रसिद्धितः
प्रसिद्धितः
Tasmin kale pinabhranter punaragamah.
तस्मिन्
तस्मिन्
कालेऽपि न
कालेऽपि न
भ्रान्तेर्गताय
भ्रान्तेर्गताय
पुनरागमः
पुनरागमः.
We'll try to complete this prakaranam today. Only 1099. Few more shlokas left out. It's a beautiful prakaranam. It's good for mananam and nididhyas. Each chapter, already we have seen, each chapter is a book. This is a second book. It's not one-time reading. Panah panaha patanam kartavyam. Here in this shloka 105, yada antakalaha ityukte paranasya viyogaha pranasya viyogaha astu prasiddhitaha tasmin antakale gatayaha prantehe na punaragamaha bhavati. Ranti is gone. Yadva, or this Antakala, the popular meaning is given by the Acharya here. The popular meaning. This is the meaning taken by all the commentators for the Gita Shloka. Yadva, atava Antakalasya Anyaha Artaha api asti. Prasiddhartaha. Kim tat prasiddhitaha tasal pratyaya prasiddhitaha panchamyarte tasal. Etoho prasiddhitaha प्रसिद्धम इति हेतोः अंतकालः इति शब्दस्य अन्यः अर्थः अत्र आचार्येण प्रदर्श्यते. प्रसिद्धार्थः अंतकालः इत्युक्ते किं? प्राणवियोगकालः. यस्मिन् काले प्राणस्य वियोगः त्यागः भवति सः कालः अंतकालः इति. सः अर्थः अपि अत्र स्वीकर्तुं शक्यते. यद्वा अंतकालः प्राणस्य वियोगः प्राणवियोगकाले अंतकाले. Even at that time, tasmin kale api, even at that time, tasmin kale api, gatayaha भ्रान्तेः गता, भ्रान्तिः गता, अद्वैत ज्ञानेन अभेद ज्ञानेन जीव ब्रह्म ऐक्य ज्ञानेन या भ्रान्तिः गता तस्याः गतायाः भ्रान्तेः पुनरागमः न भवति. The knowledge once gained will never come back, even at the time of death. Antakale api. बाल्य वयसि उत्पन्न अद्वैत बुद्धिया वा अथवा वयोधिक वयसि वृद्धो वयसि अपि उत्पन्न अद्वैत बुद्धिया वा कदापि भवतु गतायाः भ्रान्तेः पुनरागमः न भवति. That अवस्था ब्रह्म निर्वाणं गच्छति. He becomes मुक्तः, जीवन मुक्तः भवति, ब्रह्म निर्वाणं गच्छति. अद्वैत बुद्ध्या अपगता या द्वैत बुद्धिः तस्याः पुनरागमः न न भवति। जीवन जीवन जानन जीवन मुक्तः भवति। If he survives, he is a जीवन मुक्ता. He continues to enjoy, continues to enjoy freedom. मरणादनन्तरं मुक्तः सन् विमुक्तः भवति. He is विदेह मुक्तिः. He continues to be free because he has gained knowledge while living. Therefore, that knowledge after death, there is no possibility of coming back. Therefore, there is no cause, there is no bija, there is no seed for his punarjanma. Therefore, punaramaham is punarjanma navavati, not coming back. Abrahma bhavana loka punaravartinorjana. The Gita Bhagavan said, Abrahma bhavana loka. Up to Brahma loka, punaravartinorjana. Mamapetitu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate. Having attained me, there is no coming back. Having attained me, having attained Ishvara, Ishvara is the form of knowledge that Jagat Karna Brahma Ahamasmiti, the Jnanam, Jnane, Nishtam Prapya, Punaragamaha na bhavati. For Punaragamanam, this Jnanam has to go. This Jnanam, Advaita Jnanam, the Jnanam has to go. It has to be destroyed. Then only Punaragama. How can this Jnanam will get destroyed? This Jnanam is not memory-based Jnanam. So Jnanam cannot go. Once it is gained, it's gained forever. So it cannot go. Even unlike other knowledge with regard to aparavidya, that also one may forget, but forget one can forget and therefore one can again remember it. Remembering is different. But knowledge doesn't go, it is there. One would have forgotten. But there is no question of forgetting here because it is about you. It is about oneself. So therefore, there is no destruction of this knowledge and there is no forgetfulness also possible. This Bhranti is gone forever. And Acharya later will explain how this Purapakshi will question. How you say this knowledge will not get destroyed? How this knowledge will not get destroyed? How do you say that? This also, like any other knowledge, will go away, like any other knowledge. Will go away and that person will come back. No, we say no, it will not. Even with regard to any other knowledge, also the Acharya is going to say that in the next shloka. Very convincing answer the Acharya will give. So therefore, Brantayaha, Brantehe, Bhagatayaha Brantehe, Punaragama Tasya, Punaha Agamaha Tasya, Jnaninaha, Na Bhavati. Tasya Jnani, Aha Punaragama Na Bhavati iti. Idanim Loka Prasiddhartha Svikare api na doshaha iti abhiprayena aha. Loka Prasiddhartha Svikritya api Antakala Shabdasya Prasiddhartha तं स्वीकृत्य अपि गीता श्लोकस्य तात्पर्यं ज्ञातुं शक्यते तत्रापि न दोषः कश्चित् दोषः नास्ति इति उक्तः. Then the next shloka 106 नीरोग उपविष्टो वा रुग्णो वा विलुठन् भुवि
Niroga upavisto va
नीरोगविष्टो
rupno
वा
va viluchan
रुग्णो वा
bhuvi.
विलुठन् भुवि
मूर्छितो वा त्यजद्वेष प्राणान् भ्रान्तर्न सर्वथा
मूर्छितो वा
Murchito va
त्यज
tyajat vesha
द्वेषः
pranan hantirna
प्राणान्
sarvata.
भ्रान्तर्न सर्वतः
कस्याम् अवस्थायामपि भवतु ज्ञानं प्राप्य गतायाः भ्रान्तेः ज्ञानं प्राप्य यदा प्राणत्यागः भवति तस्य पुनरागमः न भवति. In which avastha, whatever may be the avastha, bhavatu. Nirogah va, upavishtah va, rugnaha va, bhuvi vilutan va, murkhitah va, pranam tyajatu. Let the person, the jnani, nirogah, niroha dridhatraha, roha ragitaha ityartaha. Arogah, arogah san, pranam tyajatu. No disease, very healthy, niroha. Nirgataha rogaha, bhuri samasa. Nirgataha rogaha, yasmat saha. Nirogaha. Upasarga is nir followed by roga, rori. That is why ni becomes dirgha, ni rogaha. Generally, nirupasarga will come because nirgataha is upasarga, nir is upasarga, nirgataha, not nirgata upasarga, nirgataha we say, nir is upasarga. But how nir become ni, rori, in purvasya dirgo, anaha. So ni rogaha, nirgataha rogaha yasmat saha. Ityukte roga ragitaha purushaha. Is healthy. Let him be healthy at the time of death. Up to the time of death, he is healthy. Suddenly, something heart attack, something happens, gives up. Pranam tyajatu. Upavishtahava. Let him be seated. So, whatever may be the avastha, tasyam avasthayam, avastha, kapi avastha bhavatu. Nirogahava upavishtaha. Seated, remaining seated. Asinaha ityartha, upavishtaha. Seated on the floor or seated on the chair, wherever it is. Seated on the seat of meditation, atma dhyanam, kritaha san. Rugnaha, sick, rogi. Rogi va rugnaha. Bhuvi vilutan. Bhuvi vilutan. Let him roll on the ground. So let the person enjoy healthy body or sick. The body of the person be healthy or sick. Or let him sit. Or let him roll on the ground. Puishtahava bhuvi vilutan. Vilutan is rolling on the ground. So whatever may be the posture of the person, that is the idea. Murchitahava. Or let him become murchitaha. Murcha avasthayam praptaha. Become fainted. Va tyajatu pranan tyajatu. Pranatyaham karotu. Whatever may be. Bhrantihi nas. Bhrantihi, this dvaita brahmaha. Sarvata sarva prakarena. Na. The bhranti which is gone forever. Tyajatu pranan tyajatu maranam prapnotu. Tasya jivan muktasya advaita jnanena, this dvaita brahmaha, ya dvaita, yaha dvaita brahmaha vinashtaha abhavat, tasya punarahava na bhavati, punaha na ayati, prantihi na sarvata, udeti ayati, will not come back. So whatever may be the condition of the person, the posture of the person, the condition of the upadhi, even upadhi means mind also. Let him not meditate. Doesn't matter. He may be engaged in some intense activity, physical activity, doing exercise. Let him be. Gives up. Suddenly the prana goes away. He is muktaha eva. But this avastha is not possible for krama mukti. Here sadhya mukti is talked about. Here sadhya mukti, this is for jivan mukta. Jivan eva muktaha, therefore whatever may be the condition of his upadhi before death or whatever condition or the working, the work the person may undertake, or is just sitting or sleeping on the cot, whatever may be. When the prana goes away, it goes for free. It goes forever. It gains freedom. He already is free. So this doesn't make any change in the jnanam of the person, becomes free. But this is not for Krama Mukti. For Krama Mukti, there are conditions. Krama Mukti for the Upasakas, there the body has to be, the person has to keep the body in a particular posture, sitting posture. Then one has to do the pranayama and take the prana up to Brahmarandra for Krama Mukti. In the Gita Bhagavan, the 8th chapter, Akshara Brahma Yoga, yes, it's Sarvadhvarani Sanyamya, Manohridi Nirudhya cha, Murdhyadhayatmanah Pranam, Astito Yogadaranam. Iti Sarvadhvarani, all the Dwara, the gates, sense organs, Sanyamya, withdrawing, placing the mind in the heart. Similarly, placing his prana at the top of his head, doing pranayama and chanting Omkara, let him do yoga dharanam. This is what Karma Mukti. 80th chapter deals with Karma Mukti. In fact, Karma Mukti we have seen in Kathopanishad also. The last adhyaya, last valli, at the end of the Kathopanishad. Shatam chaika charadayasya nadhyaha tasam murdanam abhinisrataika tayor namritattameti vishvanganya utkramane bhavanti. This is what the Upasaka. Upasakaha urdam ayan. Urdam ayan. There are 101 nadis are there. Shatam cha eka hridayasya nadyaha. And one nadi goes to, up to the crown of the head. Murdhanam bitva. Abhinisritaha sataha. Abhinisrita bhavati. Tasam eka nadi abhinisrita bhavati. Upasakaha taya urdam ayan amritatvam eti. So there he has to do the yoga abhyasa, practice upasaka. He has to bring up prana to up to the crown of the head, Brahmarandra. From there, the prana emerges and goes to Brahmaloka. Having gone to Brahmaloka, Brahmanaha Upadesham Prapya Muktaha Bhavati. That is Karma Mukti. In Karma Mukti, conditions are involved. There it cannot be Vilutan Bhuvi, Rugnahava. No, this will not work. Upasaka has to be in healthy condition at the time of death. All these conditions are involved for Karma Mukti. Whereas here, there are no conditions. Conditions are there for Pranatyaha when the Mukti is Karma Mukti. But for Jivan Mukti, no conditions are relevant. Nirogaha, Rogaragitaha Bhavatu, Upavishtaha Bhavatu, Murchitaha Bhavatu, Velutan Bhuvi Bhavatu, Pranant Tejatu, Tyaktva, Grihe Bhavatu, Kashyamba Bhavatu. Place also doesn't matter. The Pranatyaha, wherever he can give. Tanu Kashyam Tejatu, Adava Shapachasya Grihe Tejatu. Let him give up Sharira in the house of the dog eater. Doesn't matter. Jnana Samprapti Samaye Aso Muktaha Vikataha Ashayaha is free from all the karma. So therefore is Jivan Muktaha. Therefore, wherever he gives up the body, whichever condition is, the person continues to become free. Continues to become, not become. Already is free. Continues to enjoy freedom. Now here only Purupakshi raises a doubt. No, how do you say that? His knowledge will be subject to some dent. His knowledge must have been affected by the conditions of his upadhi. Therefore, how can you say he becomes free? No. Vidyananda Muni says, no, there is no such possibility at all. Next shloka, the following shlokas he says. For this shloka there is no tika, uktameva artam prapanchayati niroga iti. The next shloka 107. Let us read. Dine dine swapna Yoradhite vismrtevyayam.
दिने दिने
दिने
स्वप्नस्य
दिने
योरधीते
स्वप्नस्योरधीते
विरम्ते
वृत्तेभ्ययम्
विस्मृतेभ्ययम्
Paredyurnanadhitasya tadvad tadvad न नश्यति.
परेद्युनान्यस्य
अस्य
स्यात्
तद्वद्विद्या न नश्यति
तद्वद्विद्या न नश्यति
Paredyurnanadhitasya tadvad न नश्यति. Knowledge once gained is gained. Advaita Jnanam, the knowledge gained by a Jnani, knowledge gained by a Jnani, the Jnani then becomes a Jnani. His knowledge will not be subject to Nasha again. If his knowledge is subject to Nasha, then we will have problem. And here Acharya beautifully explains with an example. Dine dine, dinam dinam prati dinam, every day. Aharagaha, dine dine, adite, swapna suptyoho. Swapnam cha sushupti cha swapna suptau. That avastha, swapna suptyoho, tayoho, swapna suptyoho. Swapna suptyoho, dine dine, adite, adyayane krite. Adita is studied. Ing purvak, adi purvaka ing dhatuhu. Vismrite api ayam. Swapna suptyoho is saptami bhakti. In the swapna avastha or sushupti avastha. Dine dine adite. Adite. Ayam. Vismrite api. Adite vismrite api. Ayam. I am referring to this person, this Vidyarthi. Paredyuhu. Na aditaha bhavati. Aditaha syat. This Anvaya, try to understand. Dine dine, every day, sapta suptyoho. In the avastha, sapnavastha, sushupti avastha. Adite vismrite sati api. Adite saptami. Adite, that which have been studied. Adhyayana krite. Vismrte api, even if it is forgotten. Sati, vismrte sati api. Ayam Vidyarthi Paredyuhu Anyasmin Dine Anaditaha na bhavati na syat na bhavati tadvidya na nashyati. At any time, this Vidya doesn't come to an end, doesn't come to an end. It will never become Nashaha. Vinashaha Nasti. Avinashi. Avinashi is Avinashi tu tadvidhi hena sarvam idam tatam Brahma. This knowledge is Avinashi. The knowledge is not subject to destruction. Here Udaharanam is given by the Vidyanamani. Adhyayanam. Veda Adhyayanam is the Udaharanam. A Vidyarthi does a Veda Adhyayanam. Aditaha. Ayam Pratidinam Dhinam Dinam Vedabhyasam Karoti Vidyarthi. This Adita Vidya. Adite Vismrte Api. Vismrte Sati. When the Vidyarthi, what is studied is forgotten. Vismrte. Swapna sushuptyoho. At the time of dream, Swapnavastayam or Sushuptivastayam, what he studies is forgotten. He doesn't remember that all the time. So Swapna, Suptyo, Adite Vismrte Sati. In Swapnavastha, Sushuptivastha, in Sushuptivastha, he doesn't know who he himself. There is no knowledge, there is no vritti, there is no, that time the mind is not active. So in dream and sleep, one forgets everything. Now, but this person has studied Veda in the waking avastha, in the Jagrata avastha, he has studied. Now, because he has gone to sleep, because he is gone to dream avastha, sapna avastha, the next day, Paredyuh Anyasmin Dine, Ayam Vidyarthi, Na Anaditaha Bhavati, he doesn't become a new student again. a fresh student again. He continues to have the same knowledge what he has studied before. Whatever he has studied, that is there, that is stored. And therefore, he is aditaha eva. He will not become anaditaha. During sleep, smriti is not there. But smriti is not there. But knowledge is not destroyed. Smriti, the remembrance is not there. Paredyuhu anadityaha na bhavati. Another anyasmindane, it doesn't become a anaditaha, a fresh student. So therefore, it shows that vidya nashaha doesn't take place. Any knowledge, therefore, is not destroyed in sushupti or swapnavastha. The person may not remember in the details, but the knowledge stays. The knowledge stays. Therefore, tadvat vidya nanashyati. Purva adita veda adhyayanavat vidya, atma vidya, brahma vidya nanashyati. This knowledge doesn't get destroyed as the vidyarthi doesn't become anaditaha because he has forgotten this knowledge in sushupti or swapnavastha. Similarly, here also, as vidya nasha, as vidya nasha doesn't happen to vidyarthi, similarly here also, vidya nasha will not happen for a jnani. Now, what will happen if he accepts vidya nasha? Then vidya nasha, then avidya will come. Vidya nashaha, avidya will come. Avidya comes means, then avidya will become sadi, not jadi, sadi. Avidya is anadi, we say. Adihi na vidyate. Therefore, avidya na adihi, avidya na adihi na vidyate, therefore only anadihi. But if avidya comes back, then it becomes avidya as a beginning, sadihi. Avidya becomes sadihi. Sadihi means like saputraha, putrena sahavartate, adina sahavartate. Avidya becomes sadihi. Avidya will have a beginning. If avidya has a beginning, then we will have problem. Because if avidya has a beginning means avidya will go away. Vidya goes away, avidya will come. Then what is the point in vidya, learning? What is the point in gaining knowledge? Because anyway, avidya is going to come. If whatever you learn is going to be forgotten forever, when you go to sushupti avastha, then next day you don't know anything, you are a fresh student. Already if you study Sanskritam, we forget. We don't remember the next class. But what to talk about if we forget what we studied the same day when we go to sleep, the next day will become again a fresh student. Avidya will come because vidya anashaha. Avidya has got sadhi. When did avidya come? When in the morning, the morning I get up, then I become a new person. Avidya is a beginning. Avidya is a beginning. Therefore, that when you gain knowledge, avidya will end. Again, avidya will rise. That is a problem. That's why we say avidya is anadi. If avidya is sadhi, then we will have problem. There's no point in gaining knowledge because anyway avidya will rise. Avidya will rise and vidya will go. Vidya nasha bhavati. As doesn't happen like in the case of the vidyarthi. Pareddihu na anaditaha bhavati. Yata anaditaha bhavati. Tadvat atrapi. Similarly here also with regard to Brahma Vidya. Jnani will not become ajnani. Giving up Sharira is like giving up Sharira in the Swapnavastha. Swapnavastha also you have disowned your Shariram. You don't have Sharira Abhimana. Death also is an Avastha where you give up the Sharira forever. So therefore, giving up Sharira is common. As Avidya doesn't come back when you give up Sharira every day during night when you go to sleep. Similarly, when Shariram is given up forever by a Jnani, then how then Avidya will come back? Avidya will not come back. This Avidya which is Nashita, which is destroyed, is Nashtaha eva, Sada Nashtaha eva, Kadapi Punaragam, Kadapi पुनरुत्पत्तिः तस्याः उत्पत्तिः न भवति। तद्वत् अविद्या, तद्वत् विद्या न नश्यति. That is why we say avidya is anadi. Anadi avidya as an ending. Vidya utpanna. Vidya utpanna samaye avidyayaha nashaka bhavati. When light comes, darkness goes away. When vidya is there, avidya goes away. Gone. Avidya gone is gone. It will never come back. Therefore, but when did avidya arise? That we cannot ask because it is anadihi. But it is santaha. It is, it has got end, but it doesn't have a beginning. Avidya is anadi, but it has an end. Avidya is not sadi. If it is sadi, this sadi means it has a beginning. Avidya can have a beginning. Avidya can rise only when it destroys the knowledge. That is not possible. If that possibility is there is no point for class, there is no point for study, because every night one is going to forget everything. Next day, even not only this, in Grahar also you will forget. You will not remember your name when you get up tomorrow morning. Who am I? Again, we have to inquire the basic. Who am I? Not a self-inquiry. I have forgotten my name. And each one has to remind other people's name. Other person has to be awake. Then only he also will remember and make you aware of your name and your relations, your family. So it becomes a problem. That is why we say avidya is not sadi, it is anadi. It has end. Therefore, vidya, ya avidya nashta bhavati tasyaha punarutpattihi na bhavati iti. The drishtanta, beautiful drishtanta, Acharya said. Tika, nanu, pranaviyoga kale मूर्छादीना ज्ञान नाशे भ्रांति स्यात् एव इति आशंक्य. मूर्छादीना इति ज्ञान नाशे भ्रांति स्यात्. At the time of giving up of this prana, by any avastha, murshitaha va ityadina, jnana nashe, jnanam is destroyed. Bhrantihi punarahamaha, bhrantihi will come back. Iti ashankya, if doubt arises for that. Jnana nasha abhave drishtantam aha. With regard to the impossibility of the destruction of jnanam, the Acharya gives a drishtanta. Dine dine iti. Yata pratyaham, every day. Adite veda, with adite vedhe, by the vidyarthi. Pratidinam vedadhyanam karoti. Vede adite vede swapna sushuptyam avasthayam vismrte satya vichvate api. Pare dighu na adita vedatvam nasti. You will not have the status of anadita vedatvam. The Veda will not have the status of anadita. That's already studied. Paredyuhu is anyasmin dine. Anaditaha. Anadita vedatvam. Adite Veda, Aditaha Vedaha will not become Anadita Vedaha. Adita Vedatvasya Anadita Vedatvam Nabhavati. The Veda which is studied will not enjoy now the status of not the Veda not studied. Tata, the same way, Tata Mriti Kale api, Marana Kale api, Tattva Anusandhana Abhave api. Because we are talking about Sadhya Mukti, Jivan Mukti. Therefore, Tattva Anusandhanam. Tattva Anusandhanam, Brahma Anusandhanam. There is no, even if the person doesn't do meditation, doesn't meditate, like in the case of Karma Mukti, Tattva Anusandhana Abhave api, Jnana Nasha Abhavaha. Jnana will not get destroyed. Iti Ityartaha. Then the next shloka 108. Let us read. प्रमाणोत्पादिता विद्या प्रमाणं प्रबलं विना.
प्रमाणोत्पादिता विद्या प्रमाणं प्रबलं विना
न नश्यते न वेदान्तात् प्रबलं मानमीक्ष्यते.
न नश्यति
न
न
नश्यति न वेदात् प्रबलं मा न वीक्ष्यते.
So nice shloka. The Acharya says, Vedanta is a prabala pramanam. Brahma jnanam na nashyati. Katam na nashyati. Pramanena, Veda pramanena yat jnanam praptam tasya vinashah na bhavati. Utpannam jnanam kadachita na badhyate. Yadi anyat prabalam pramanam asti targi. पूर्वम् उत्पन्नं ज्ञानं नश्यति बाध्यते किन्तु अत्र वेदप्रमाणं प्रबलप्रमाणत्वात् वेदप्रमाणेन उत्पन्नं ब्रह्मज्ञानं न बाध्यते न नश्यति. That is what the author says here. Pramana, pramanotpadita, pramanena utpadita vidya. The vidya, the knowledge which arises out of the pramanam. Pramanam gives rise to knowledge. Pramana utpadita vidya. Here pramanam is Veda pramanam. Veda pramanena utpadita ya vidya prabalam bina. Prabalam, prabalam, pramanam, pramanam, prabalam bina nashyati. Na nashyati. Prabalam bina na nashyati. Pramana utpadita vidya. Prabalam pramanam bina na nashyati. You have to make the sentence like that. So the vidya which has arisen by the Veda pramanam, that will not get destroyed. But that will not get destroyed when there is no prabala pramanam. Prabala pramanam not there because Veda is a pramanam with regard to the subject matter it deals with. That is the only pramana. That is a prabala pramana. Veda is a pramanam with regard to the subject matter it deals with. Karma kandam va, purva or jnana kandam va. Veda is a pramanam with regard to Brahma Vishaye, Moksha Vishaye, so Dharma Vishaye, Veda pramanam. Therefore, na nashyati. Vedantat prabalam manam na ikshyate. There is no prabala, there is no pramanam which is stronger than Vedanta. Veda pramana अपेक्षा अन्यत् प्रबलं प्रमाणं न दृश्यते लोके न दृश्यते अतः वेद प्रमाणेन उत्पन्नं ज्ञानं न नश्यति कदापि कथंचित् न नश्यति इत्यर्थः. That is the meaning. Knowledge, a knowledge produced by a pramanam cannot destroy by itself. Only when there is a better pramanam, the knowledge can be destroyed. That is the argument the Acharya takes here and discusses. Purvapakshi says knowledge will destroy it. But here we say knowledge will get destroyed when knowledge produced by a pramanam will get destroyed, will be negated otherwise when it is challenged by a other pramanam, better pramanam. Then only knowledge can be destroyed. If you take science, science keeps on negating what the science itself has discovered. In the beginning, atom cannot be split. Atom is a minuscule. It is the last, the finest, the final particle which cannot be broken into pieces. That was discovery. Later came Rutherford, Niels Bohr. In fact, his own disciple came and challenged and destroyed. Rutherford and Niels, they have the relationship of teacher-student. The student destroyed the teacher's concept, the teacher's views. So science that is how the science grows. But that is not here. Vedanta is not like that. Vidyanasha is possible only when there is better pramana than Veda. In Tarkashastra, they say valid reason is required to establish a fact. The Yetu should be free from Panchadosha. One dosha is this Badaha, this negation. What is gained? One is this negation, Badha negation. That is subject to negation. The knowledge gained is dismissed, provided the Hetu, if it is strong. For example, in the Tarkashastra, Bhutatvat Agnihi Shitam, Shitaha. Agni is a bhuta. Therefore, it is cold. Can we say like that? Here the hetu is wrong. Agni is one of the bhuta, panchabhuta. So therefore, it is shita. No, this hetu is wrong hetu. So the hetu must be free from dosha. One dosha is this bada, this badaha, the negation. So here you establish the Agni as cold because it is a bhuta is wrong because the hetu itself is wrong. Therefore, when the hetu is wrong, then you can say the knowledge is wrong. Now here, that is in Tarka Shastra. So therefore the hetu has to be, the hetu is important, the valid reason. It required to establish the fact. Here, when it comes to Vedanta, there is no here pramanam. Is there any better pramanam that can negate what Vedanta concludes? The knowledge produced by Vedanta pramanam, utpadita vidya, prabhalam pramanam vina nanashyati. There should be another pramanam which is stronger, then only it can destroy, challenge. There is no stronger pramana, stronger means of knowledge than Veda. There are two types of pramanam. One is prabhala pramanam, other is durbala pramanam. Pratyaksha is prabhala pramanam. All the sense perception, they are very prabhala, they are very strong pramana. This chakshuhu, tok, shotram, ityadi, pancha, 5 sense organs, sense perception. Anumana is durbala pramana because it depends on pratyaksha. Anumana, upamana, anupalabdhi, all these are depends on pratyaksha. If pratyaksha is defective, then anumana, upamana, all these will be defective. That is why pratyaksha is prabalam pramanam. Independent pramanam, prabalam pramanam. Now, can pratyaksha challenge Vedanta? No. Because as Vedanta, as pramanam, Vedanta pramanam is independent. Pratyaksha also is independent. Both are independent. Whereas other pramanas are dependent on pratyaksha. The scope of pratyaksha, the scope of Vedanta, they are unique and different. Therefore, one cannot negate the other. If at all Vedanta can be challenged, it can be challenged only by pratyaksha. But pratyaksha cannot challenge because pratyaksha has its own sphere of operation. So in Vivahara, pratyaksha pramana is mukhya pramana, prabala pramana. So therefore, with regard to Atma, pratyaksha cannot be the pramana because it is not pratyaksha vishaya. It is not a pramana for the knowledge of Atma. And therefore, it can never negate Vedanta pramana. Therefore, prabalam pramanam kutra asti, nasti. Prabalam pramanam vina nanashyati. Therefore, the knowledge which is produced, the knowledge which is Vedanta produced, that knowledge cannot be destroyed by any other pramana. So once Vedanta Jnanam takes place, what happens to Pramata? The Pramata doesn't remain anymore. It's no more a Pramata. There is no Pramata, there is no Karta, there is no Bhokta. All the trich is gone. He is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So therefore, knowing all the actions are dropped, therefore all the references to the persons which made those actions, all will be dropped. Therefore, there is no question of negating this Prabala Vedanta Pramana. And Vedanta, what Vedanta says, you are whole, you are that. That cannot be improved by any other Pramana. Therefore, there is no question of this being improved upon by other Prabala Pramana. There is no Prabala Pramana, therefore, there is no question of improving upon this knowledge. Both Pratyaksha and Vedanta are Prabala Pramana, primary. Therefore, one cannot negate the other because each one is independent and their areas of operations are different. Each one cannot validate others also. That is also important. Vedanta cannot validate Pratyaksha. Pratyaksha also cannot validate Vedanta. What Vedanta says is not available for objectification. If it is available for objectification, then it becomes a science. It comes under Pratyaksha. It is not. That is why science and Vedanta, they don't go together. Vedantic science is a wrong term. It's not science at all. When we say science, that Pratyaksha Pramanam is involved. When it's Vedanta, then it's Veda Pramanam only. Therefore, since one Mukhya Pramanam, Prabala Pramanam alone can negate another Pramanam, and both are here Mukhya Pramanam and there are independent field of operation, therefore, प्रबलप्रमाणमिना न नश्यति इति ज्ञाननाश अभावम् एव एव ज्ञाननाश अभावम् एव उपपादयति it is o not b, it looks like also b. ज्ञाननाश अभावम् एव upapadayati. The absence of the destruction of knowledge is presented by the author. Pramanena, prabala pramanam iti. Then the last shloka that also will complete. The author summarizes the entire chapter in just one shloka. Tasmad vedanta samsiddham sadadvaitam na badhyate.
तस्माद्
तस्माद्
वेदान्तं
वेदान्त
सिद्धं
संसिद्धं
सदद्वैतं न
सदद्वैतं न
बाध्यते
बाध्यते
अंतकालेऽप्यतो भूत विवेका निर्वृति स्थिता.
अन्तकालेऽप्यतो
अन्तकालेऽप्यतो
भूतविवेकानिवृत्तिस्थिता
भूतानिवृत्तिस्थिता
Nirvritti. Nirvritti is moksha. Nivritti is withdrawal. Therefore, you have to read properly. Nirvritti. Nirvritti sthita. Tasmat. Therefore, the conclusion, therefore, tasmat. Vedanta samsiddham. Vedantena samyak siddham santiddham sat advaitam na bhadyate. You can understand that simple अन्वय. Tasmat Vedanta samsiddham. Advaita Brahma. Advaita Brahmani विषये वेदान्तः एव प्रमाणम्. अतः वेदांत प्रमाणेन जन्यं ज्ञानं प्रमाणान्तरेण न बाध्यते. अद्वैतं ब्रह्म न बाध्यते अन्य प्रमाणेन सत् अद्वैतं न बाध्यते. दिस नॉलेज इज अबाध्यम. अनधिगत अबाधित अर्थवत् ज्ञानजनकं प्रमाणम् इति प्रमाण परिभाषा we know. अबाध्यम, this knowledge is not subject to destruction. वेदांत संसिद्धम. वेदांतेन संसिद्धम ज्ञानम which is अद्वैतम ब्रह्म सत् न बाध्यते. अंतकाले अपि न बाध्यते. न बाध्यते. कदा न बाध्यते? अंतकाले अपि. अतः बाधनम is not even at the time of death. So therefore अंतकाले अपि therefore अंतकाले अपि न बाध्यते means अंतकाले अपि उत्पन्नं ज्ञानं ज्ञानेन मोक्षः सिद्ध्यति. That is by Yesha Brahmi Siti Partha. Therefore Ataha, therefore Panchabhuta Viveka, Bhuta Vivekat, Bhuta Vivekat, Viveka is Vivechanat. What Viveka? The chapter is Panchabhuta Viveka. Therefore Panchabhuta Vivekat, Atmanaha Vivechanam, Atmanaha Vivechanam Kuru. Or otherwise, Panchabhuta Viveka Prakaranam Patha. Maya Kritam Pancha Mahabhuta Viveka Prakaranam Patha. Why? Because it is Nirdushta Pramana. As Prakarana Grantha talks about the same thing. Therefore, by reading, you read this Nirdushta Pramana. Nirdushta Pramanatvad. And reading what you get, Viveka. What Viveka? Not Viveka of the Panchabhuta. Panchabhutebhyaha Atma Vivechanam. That is what Pancha Mahabhuta Viveka Prakaranam is. Atma is distinct from. To understand Atma, because there is Adhyasa, Panchabhuta Bhutebhyaha Atmanaha Vivechanam. That is what Panchabhuta Viveka Prakaranam. Panchabhutebhyaha Atmanaha Vivekaha Vivechanam. Tena Vivekat. By that, Nirvritis Stita Mokshaha Siddhyati. This Panchabhuta Vivekaha will become Sartakaha will be helpful for moksha. So therefore, Nirvrittihi Sata, freedom is Nirvrittihi Stita, therefore freedom is gained. Freedom from samsara. And therefore Jivan Muktaha Bhavati Bhuta Vivekat Panchabhuta Vivekat Atma Jnanam आत्मज्ञानं प्राप्य आत्मनः विवेचनं कृत्वा सम्यक् ज्ञानं प्राप्य निर्वृत्तिः जीवन्मुक्तिः स्थिता भवति सिद्ध्यति. The person becomes free. With this prakaranam is completed. Iti panchadashyam, it must be, not panchapashyam. Iti panchadashyam.
इति पञ्चदश्याम्
पञ्चदश्याम्
It's a typo. Mahabhuta vivekah samaptah.
महाभूतविवेकः
विवेकः
समाप्तः
महाभूतविवेकः समाप्तः
Upapaditam artam upasamharati. Tasmaditi. So upakrama upasamhara. What the author started. Sadeva somedam agre asit. So Brahma eva iti. Father Panchabhutebhyaha. Atma is Atma which is distinct. Panchabhutebhyaha, Pancha and Bhautikebhyaha. So that is the Viveka. So what he started with Atma and he summarizes that. So this Viveka, Panchabhuta Viveka becomes a Sartaka, it's a means for understanding the Atma distinctly from Panchabhuta or Bhautikas. With this the chapter is concluded. Iti Srimad Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya
इति श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजक आचार्य
आचार्यः
Sri Bharati Tirtha Vidyaranya Munivarya Kinkarena
श्री
श्रीभारततीर्थ
भारतीतीर्थ
विद्यारण्य मुनिवर्य किङ्करेण
मुनिवर्य किङ्करेण
Sri Ramakrishnaख्येन विदुषा विरचिता
श्रीरामकृष्णाख्येन
रामकृष्णाख्येन
विदुषा
विदुषा
विरचिता
विरचिता
महाभूत विवेक दीपिका समाप्ता.
महाभूतविवेकदीपिका
विवेकदीपिका
महाभूतविवेकदीपिका
समाप्ता
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 ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. हरिः ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ओम. धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः गुरुजी
धन्यवादः शरण्जी
धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः जी।
धन्यवादः.